Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. I almost said we are live, but we are not live for this one, as we are picking up on the suspended game between Andover and Beverly that happened last week. Dominic Lorenzano alongside Al Visnick and Rich Francis bringing the action here today. We're entering to the bottom of the fifth inning. 2-1 Andover is up, and it'll be 9-1-2 for the Panthers. Reyes, Petrosino, and Koloski. So just giving everyone the, anyone who's jumping in, if they weren't watching the Andover game, so they know what they're seeing once they look at this. But guys, as they exchanged lineups, beautiful day for baseball today. One of the most beautiful days I think we've done a game so far. But tell me, guys, what's at stake here potentially for the Panthers? I mean, if they won this game, I mean, you told me it's all run differential, but still, getting this game in will help the Panthers a lot in the rankings.
Yeah, so when this game started, Andover was the 13th ranked team in Division I. They're now the 11th ranked team in Division I. And that does not include this weekend's games. They played in the tournament. Al, you can tell us about the tournament in a second. So Beverly playing a potentially top 10 team could help their ranking. And it could be the difference between playing a preliminary game at home or a first-round game on the road against probably what's going to be a top 10 team. So.
Yeah, my understanding of the rankings, it's simply the strength of schedule. So Andover having the highest probably power ranking other than Central Catholic automatically is going to elevate the Panthers and get them some points. Their points will go in, they'll add them in and divide the whole thing by 20, so it should raise them a little bit. And then the second part is the run differential in a one-run game. Now, I think ironically, the game 8-0 against Peabody was probably hurtful. Peabody's power ranking is a negative 0.7, so that actually brings your average down. We did get the maximal run differential, which is capped at 6. So, like you say, probably the difference in this game is whether we're into the round of 32 automatically or have a preliminary home game. Which looks like, if it's going to happen, could be against the GBL team. We're just kind of speculating. Could it be Everett? Could it be Malden? There's really no way to tell, but I have with 99% certainty today is the last day that any games count towards the final compilation of the power rankings.
Yeah, so the scores come in. They're supposed to come in tonight. They throw everything into their little computer or some guy in a room all by himself maybe. And the algorithm spits it all out, and it's really a matter of every team getting their results in. So, if you go in and look at the MIAA rankings, you're going to see a team that's 9-9 that might have actually finished the season. They just haven't turned the stuff in. Teams are allowed 20 games, actually 21 games they're allowed to play. So, most teams try to get 20, so we'll see how that works out.
And for our listeners, just the addition onto that is, besides being ranked in the top 32, any team that finishes 500 and above qualifies for the state tournament. So that's where that preliminary round comes in. There could be a team ranked 42nd that finishes 10-9, so they get a slot in, and they'll work their way up with matchups till they get to the round of 32. So we think that probably the first 20 seeds or so will automatically go in, and there's probably a potential for maybe a dozen games.
Okay.
Maybe less.
That makes sense. That makes sense right now. So, beautiful day. You can see the wind is swirling pretty bit, kind of pushing towards left field. We've seen a slew of pitchers warm up for Andover. I think you guys were told, though, they're at least at the start going to stick with Chris Gillette, who's the big left-hander who started the game anyway.
That was a supposition on my end, because he was the first one I saw warm up, and he was throwing pretty darn hard.
Yeah.
So, and then after that, he sat down, and they warmed up 2 more righties, or 3 more righties, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We were told, though, that Noah Guanci is likely to take the hill for the Panthers.
Yes, he was warming up, and from what we understand, Noah has the ball for the 6th inning.
That makes perfect sense to all of us if this game can, mean a lot in the rankings. So.
Yeah, and the earliest that the Panthers would play would be Friday.
So plenty
today
of time.
Being Monday, 3 days rest of Friday. I think would give him 70 pitches, but it would be doubtful that I think that he would throw that many in the 2 innings. Probably want to, this would be a day that he should throw, get some live batters to stay sharp for the tournament. So maybe everything all works out, and it does look like that Gillette is taking the bump. Chris Gillette will be throwing to his brother Ryan. And I can't remember what you nicknamed him back on.
Blade and Razor.
Yeah.
Blade and Razor. I did have a chance to talk with Coach Cahill before the game about the pitching situation with Noah, and he's all in on winning this game. So I asked him, I said, is there a pitch limit? He kind of told me, no, pretty much we're trying to win this game. So now, that said, like you said, Al, if he's at a range of 50 or 60 pitches after 2 innings, probably not going to keep him out there.
Yeah, well, I mean, at that rate anyway, though, if he's pitched 2 innings and he's thrown 50 pitches, he's probably not doing that well anyway. So it's not even just about
the game could be getting away at that point. Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, the other thing that was kind of curious to us when we signed off, we thought for sure that it was an official game in the books, and it would revert back to the 4th inning since Andover had hit in the top of the 5th. But the explanation I got is that both teams didn't have an equal amount of at-bats. So perhaps that revert back to the last full inning, which would have been the 4th, which I thought was an official game. Yeah. If you play 7 somewhere in there, rules have changed since my archaic knowledge.
Well, the National Federation of High Schools, which governs the MIAA in sports, in terms of rules and everything, they have a few different rules than what the MIAA used to have. And the other thing is, if we do need any explanation of baseball, we've got a plethora of experts at our side over here to Al's right. We've got Bill Loud, Jack Dean, Richie Lentz, and Freddie Muckler over here. So, if we don't know, if Al doesn't know,
we have plenty of resources.
We've got a brain trust next to us.
All right, and we are ready to go, getting underway here in the bottom of the 5th. 2-1 the score. Gillette back on the hill. Reyes standing in, and the first pitch misses low in the dirt.
So Gillette came in to this game at, 72 pitches?
Yes.
So that doesn't count, I don't
know, right.
Gillette winds and fires and misses off the outer half as well. So now 2-0 on the number 9 man, Reyes, the second baseman.
And so this is Razor pitching to his brother Blade.
Reyes swung on and fouled it straight back.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see how he does. I wonder how many times he's pitched on just 3 days rest. Obviously, his pitch count was as such for him to come right back.
Yeah.
But still, it could be a...
Fouls that off.
Reyes once again swinging and fouling it off. This one far more toward that right field side, and the count evens up now at 2-2. Swung on, high fly, short center field. Shortstop, second baseman, and center fielder all coming together. It's the center fielder who's going to end up taking charge and making the out.
Nice play on that wind-blown ball, hit into the Devil's Triangle. But the center fielder did his job and took charge of that.
All right, so Petrosino now as we're back to the top of the Panther order, 0 for 2 so far in this game. Flew out to left field and struck out.
Third baseman's creeping in, maybe looking for a bunt. Nice big curveball.
Breaking ball there from Gillette, left on left. Other than Petrosino, if you remember, Gillette was having a hard time locating the ball against the lefties, actually. He had walked to the bottom of the order a couple of times.
Yeah, Guancy, Carter, and then a hit by McManus back in the second. Lefty, lefty, lefty.
Logan.
No.
Nope.
No.
I like the umpire on that, going straight to it.
Yeah.
Just to check.
Well, I always think that's ridiculous when it's a lefty and he goes to the first base.
That's a good point.
That one missing as well. Gillette probably not enthused by the call.
Yeah, I'm going to guess the first base umpire really doesn't have a good view of that.
No, I mean, it's just...
I think he was surprised that his number was called.
The home plate umpire has a better view than the first base umpire with the lefty up.
That's a strike.
That's a strike.
Full count.
So 3-2 now on Petrosino. Reyes already retired in the inning, so one away here in the bottom of the fifth. And the full count offering.
Ooh.
Strike 3.
Oh, Logan did not love it.
That looked like a strike.
He thought he had ball 4, but the ump, Blue, did not agree with him, and he rings him up.
Yeah, we're sitting up behind here and a little bit screened, but based on what's been called, I thought that was probably pretty close. What do you think, Rich?
Yeah, I was surprised that he let
it. It looked like a strike to me.
I was surprised he just let that go at 3-2.
There was a little break on that ball. Don't really know what that pitch was. But.
Almost like a cutter.
Yeah. But that was a ball?
Yeah.
Must have been low. Devin has singled back in the third and lined out to the first baseman back in the first inning.
That's a strike. Now, we're not sure if these are the same umpires that we saw. Don't think it is.
Hard ground ball, but the shortstop has it on the first. Got him. And Gillette sets him down 1-2-3 in the bottom of the fifth.
Pitch inning, so with the abbreviated game, it doesn't look like pitch counts are going to come into play on the Andover side of the coin.
Probably not.
Andover are pretty much assured of a first round bye, so they will not play on Friday. So they have plenty of. Days rest for everybody who throws today.
Yeah, they could throw Gillette as much as they want. And not really have to worry about it. He'll have a whole week to warm up, to really get ready.
So as we head to the top of the sixth, 2-1 the score. Anyone who's tuning in, Noah Guanci climbing the hill, the Panther ace. Anthony Mastriani started this game. Fran Martin came in relief, and now Cahill electing to use his ace Guanci here, trying to see if he can steal this game away and get that win.
Now, Noah's not really used to coming in a relief appearance, but this really isn't like a relief appearance.
I was just about to say, this is going to feel as if he's starting a game, though.
Yeah, had a couple of days' notice, went through his normal routine. So, and he'll start out the top of the sixth here by facing the Twins, the battery mates Ryan and Chris Gillette. Ryan flew out to center field in the first inning and grounded out to Ian Visnick 5-3 in the fourth. And his brother took a called third strike in the second and walked. And actually was thrown out stealing by Noah Staffia back in the fourth inning.
So we'll see Blade to start the inning.
Guanci winds, fires, line drive right back at him. Nearly taking Noah's head off, and it gets into center field. So Ryan Gillette did not waste any time.
Nope, just sat right
knowing that Noah is a strike thrower, and ambushed him right away.
That'll shake you up a little bit. They're going to run for him here. We weren't given a substitution list, so we're just going to say that's number 14.
Yep. All right, so if Noah wasn't awake before, I'm sure he is now. Squares to bunt, gets down a decent one. Noah has it, spins, fires, and gets him at first. So the sacrifice there by Chris is going to work out. Now a man at second with one out, and Braden Archambault standing in.
Braden has a pair of walks to his credit so far in this game, walking in the second and fourth inning. Braden is the right fielder for the Golden Warriors.
Breaking ball there from Noah, missing down and in. Okay. Low?
A little low.
Yep.
2-0 now on the Golden Warrior right fielder. Has Guanci ever stepped off the mound in his life?
Well, I think he did after almost getting his head taken off.
That's about it.
Came close to catching that.
I know he did. I thought he was going to, actually.
I have a pun, but I'm going to hold back on it.
What was that?
The pun?
No, the pitch. I didn't think that was a straight fastball.
Yeah, it looked like the bottom fell out of that. I don't know if it was
Straight change
or what it was, but
It was a little high for a change. But
I know, but it's fooled him still. Swung on and fouled off. So Noah fell behind 2-0, and now we're even here at 2-2. Al, does Noah throw a straight change?
I believe he has that in his arsenal. Yeah.
his change usually kind of tails. That one was more
a
drop down than
more. I don't know if that was a
away.
two-seamer. It didn't seem like it was change-up speed for him.
He just took such an odd swing at it that I thought something about
totally fooled. Something happened at the end, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you get a full count here.
3-2 now to the Golden Warrior right fielder. Guanci firing and fouling it off once again is Braden. Will have to do it again here.
Braden officially has his quab.
Yeah.
As he's going to face the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Swung on as he gets that one right in on Braden's fists. And it's an easy one over there for short for Logan and 2 away.
So that ground ball was hit to the right of the base runner. He was forced to hold there.
Yeah.
So that leaves him at second. So that's good for the Panthers. Nice play by Logan, getting rid of that quick and making a nice, strong, accurate throw.
An excellent location by Noah Guanci with that 3-2 fastball as he just buried that thing in on Braden's kitchen.
This brings up the DH, Alex Berman.
Berman swung on, ground ball over to second. Reyes has it, throws, and Noah moves around the leadoff single and allows nothing to come across and on to the bottom of the 6th. Still a one-run game.
So he gives up the first batter and a close shave from Gillette. I had to do it.
I would have been disappointed in you if you let that go.
Yeah. You deserve to be fired. Low-hanging fruit.
Yeah, of course. It's only the giraffe that's got the long neck, dog.
3, 4, and 5 here in the inning in the bottom of the 6th. Once again, despite the, full array of pitchers that we saw warm up for Andover, it is Chris Gillette still back on the mound, at least to start this 6th inning.
Yeah, so we Al, you were saying before the game that Andover had won a couple games over the weekend.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but Gianoulis Linehan tournament over in Peabody.
Close enough.
Sorry about that if I screwed up that pronunciation. Appeared, I know that Andover beat Danvers in the finals. I think it was 10-0. And I believe they beat Wakefield in the first round. So they, after leaving here Thursday with darkened skies and the rain falling, and the Panther seniors went to their senior prom, the Golden Warriors took a pair Saturday, Sunday. So they're playing their 3rd day in a row, and 4 out of the last 5.
Wow.
The interesting
it's like a pro team.
The interesting thing about that dark game called because of darkness, rain, whatever, when I left, the JVs were still playing.
Yeah, you said that.
I know, you did say that.
Don't know how it turned out. I didn't get a chance to ask Coach Levine, who's in the dugout today, by the way.
That is Ian Visnick standing in, and he misses off the outer half.
Ian walked in the 1st inning and then was erased on caught stealing and struck out in the 3rd.
That one missing outside. Chris Gillette has, if I'm remembering correctly from last game, has showed his displeasure with the home plate umpire a number of times.
And I know, talking to several umpires over the years, they love it when players and coaches question their calls. They just absolutely. It's like, yeah, tell me more. We like constructive criticism.
The sarcasm runs heavy here on Memorial Day at Beverly High School.
Ball 3.
That one missing as well. 3-1 now on Ian. Ian stepping out, doing the big breath. Exactly like J.D. Martinez. It really is. That one in for a strike and a full count now on Ian. Ooh, swung on and missed, so Gillette fell behind, comes back and erases Ian on the punch out there.
Nice bit of pitching right there by Gillette.
Yeah.
This will bring up Casey McGrath. Casey reached on an error in the second inning and lined out to the third baseman in the third.
Casey also a victim out on the bases, caught stealing.
Yeah, the Panthers had a number of those.
Actually stealing third
yeah.
after he advanced on the ball.
Backdoor curve.
That was a generous outside call.
Yeah.
That really was. That's a ball.
Similar location, different kind of pitch.
I thought that was a better pitch than the curveball he called.
I kind of thought it was too.
Maybe it's a makeup call.
I was just about to say makeup. All right, the 1-1 coming to Casey. That one missing in the dirt.
Quiet over in Frank Forty Field today. Nothing going on.
Nope.
A few recreational runners and
couple.
walkers.
Yeah.
Getting in some exercise before their cookouts. Swung on high, fly in the left field. The left fielder going back. Still going back. That ball is gone.
Casey McGrath.
Casey McGrath. I knew he had hit it well. I didn't know he had quite hit it that well. That ball just kept carrying. And Casey McGrath. He hit that high enough to get it up into that wind for some extra help. Casey McGrath, with one swing of the bat, ties this ball game up right down that left field line.
You know, Casey has been one of the harder hitters in the Panther lineup for the last couple of weeks. Been making great contact, had a bunch of hits. And that ball was inside and hit it just enough to clear the fence. One that a couple of weeks ago, last week, Aris would have liked that fence.
Yeah, right, I know.
And Al, I like that you mentioned that because it was also based on the location that I was like, there's no way Casey could have got enough of that ball to hit it out. But, man, did he clean that thing out.
Yeah. He took that inside pitch right down the line.
And we got ourselves a brand new ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to one swing from Casey McGrath. And this potentially, you know, we don't know the exact rankings after over the weekend, as you said, they played, but this potential Panther matchup with the top 10 team is tied at 2 here in the 6th.
Yeah. 3-0?
Yeah, and Chris missing on that. I will say, even when Chris misses, he's been missing pretty close around the plate.
Yeah.
This is Noah Staffia. Noah has a strikeout and a base hit to his credit.
That one in for a strike.
So if Noah gets on base, do you run for him?
Probably. Noah swung on high fly.
It has a chance.
It does have a chance. The second baseman is there, though.
I thought that was a lot further than that.
I know, yeah.
Well, the wind has changed direction again.
Yeah.
Going back to Noah Staffia, game before last, I saw he is involved in a 2-4 double play, a play that I'm not sure I've ever seen before. That brings up the other Noah Guanci, who started the game as the DH and stays in now that he's pitching.
Guanci has walked twice. We mentioned Gillette has kind of had some problems locating the ball against fellow lefties, at least in the initial game. Guanci walked and scored back in the second. Gillette falls behind 1-0. 2-0. Chris has definitely gotten into a bad habit here so far of falling behind almost everyone he's faced so far. He's been able to battle back pretty well, but...
Well, he is in that part of the lineup where it's lefty heavy, so
yeah,
he's going to see 3 in a row, starting with Noah Guanci.
Body language didn't look great on that, too. Clearly frustrated.
As you say, Guanci walked twice, Tim Carter walked once, and Micah McManus with, prior to Casey McGrath's home run, had the only RBI in the game.
I do remember that at bat, too. He had fallen behind Micah pretty heavily.
Walked him. Ooh.
Oh!
Wow.
That you don't see often.
That's a 3-0. That's a 3-0
that
strike.
ball,
I guess,
the catcher couldn't even come up with, and he called it a strike. That's amazing.
All right, so the 3-1 now coming to Noah.
Human element of baseball.
Yeah.
That went in for a strike as well, so now Gillette's got the count full once again.
And Noah really can't say anything because he's going to want those calls next inning.
Yep.
Setting up outside. Struck him out.
Swing and a miss. Gillette gets the punch out and battles back to get Guanci. But we are all knotted up. We got a brand new ball game thanks to one swing of the bat by Casey McGrath on a 3-2 pitch. Cleaned out an inside fastball and deposited over the left field fence. And with that, going into the bottom of the 6th, 2-2.
We're essentially now in extra innings as we enter the 7th.
Yeah.
This is it.
Top of the 7th.
Top of the 7th. So.
Yep.
And Andover will send up their number 9 batter, John Bissett, to lead it off, followed by Teddy Gibson, their leadoff man, and Mason Rosner. Bissett has a strikeout and a ground out to his credit in his 2 previous at-bats. And this, of course, will be his first look at Noah Guanci, the Beverly ace. And in all likelihood, probably the NEC Player of the Year would be my odds-on favorite.
I would think so. Marblehead's got a kid who's hitting over 500. And Marblehead seems to get a lot of those votes. But Coach Mike Giardi knows everybody, so
speaking of that, in Beverly's effort to stay sharp for the state tournament, they will be scrimmaging Marblehead tomorrow.
Yeah.
Really?
Both teams making the tournament, so they just want to stay sharp. Don't know what Marblehead's ranked, but they're ranked fairly high.
I did see that Shane Keogh hit his league-leading 3rd home run over the weekend.
It's Keogh who's hitting over 500 right now.
Shane's going to be doing a PG year next year.
They didn't already vote on that, did they?
They may have actually already voted.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, I mean,
a lot of times
I wouldn't think they would vote before all the regular season games.
Well, the conference season's over. So
good point.
So it doesn't matter what you do out of the conference? Come on. Especially as a top 10 team?
Well,
Come on.
If it's conference player of the year, then what'd you do in the conference?
Nah. Just best team in our conference. I mean, best player in the conference. Swung on, ground ball over to second. Up with it, throws. Guanci inducing a lot of contact so far. Pretty much mostly on the ground, though. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope, not at all.
Keeps that pitch count down, too, in case we do have to go to extras.
Marblehead ranked number 31 in Division 2. 11-8 is what they've got them listed as.
Breaking ball.
Foul. So they'll be playing a preliminary round game.
Breaking ball again.
Nice change of pace there.
Come with another breaking ball, you try to get him chase the high fastball.
Throwing a fastball out of the zone, personally.
I've changed my comp for Noah Guanci, by the way, too.
Okay.
He looks like Patrick Corbin.
Who'd you have him before? Wasn't Zito, was it?
No, that's McManus. I will never change mine for McManus. He's like a spitting image. It's crazy.
Right, that's right.
That's a tough call right there.
Yeah. Swung on, slow roller. That's going to be a tough play. Noah slides, throws, not going to be in time.
Play. Good backup there by the right fielder, although Carter made the play. I don't know if that might have been, if Noah might have been better off getting out of the way and let Ian make that play.
He might have been, but I don't think even Ian was making that play at that point.
I think he was going to be, that's that no man's land there.
Yeah, that was just perfectly placed. Unfortunate. All right, so 1 out.
Good pitch.
Mason Rosner standing in with Gibson over there at first.
He's lined out to Ian. He has walked and grounded out to Tim Carter at first. The go-ahead run on first. Will they send the leadoff man?
Quick throw over.
The game within the game has begun. You have to think in the 7th that Andover wants to get him in the scoring position, and being the leadoff guy probably runs well.
Yep.
You know, this is a great situation for the Panthers getting ready for tournament baseball, because every game after this is win or go home. So,
that might have been just trying to protect him.
I was just about to say, Kwanzi gets bailed out there because in self-defense, Mason Rosner basically just uses that bat to get between him and the ball.
Interesting, the bunt with 1 out.
Well, maybe they have a lot of confidence in the number 3 man, Chase Lembo, to get a base hit. And
well, Lembo had a walk.
Fielder's choice and a walk.
So we know he can get on base.
Squaring it on again. That one was kind of at him once again. Gets it down. Kwanzi spins, fires, and gets the out. Noah's been busy on the defensive side as well so far.
Well, you got the man in scoring position for Lembo. He is your number 3 hitter.
All right, so here he is, Chris Lembo, with a chance to try and give Andover the lead back.
Chase Lembo.
Chase.
The third baseman. Big spot here in the game. He does have first base open, though, so he doesn't have to.
Kwanzi starts him with that breaking ball, and boy, it's such a weapon that Noah can throw that for strikes consistently.
Lembo, I believe, was on the Andover basketball team. I recognized the name.
You might be right. Swung on a hard hit, foul on the right field side, and 0-2 now.
I think if you're throwing a breaking ball here, it's going to be a sharp breaking ball.
Oh, yeah.
Got him.
Got him. I think he had Chase thinking breaking ball and froze him with the fastball.
Well, I thought that
was a breaking ball.
It was a breaking ball?
It broke late, and it was outside instead of the inside breaking ball.
So it just wasn't the big, slow breaking ball.
Yeah.
But that ball moved at the end and caught the outside corner.
I think Lembo might have been looking for that breaking ball down in. Like you said, Al, he hit the outside, the backdoor breaking ball there.
Perfectly placed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but instead, as you mentioned, Noah hits him with the backdoor breaking ball. Well, front door, actually, I think, on that one. But
yeah.
So Noah with a 13 pitch inning has thrown 24 pitches. So
again, brings into question just. It was interesting that they were still having their number 2 hitter bunt with 1 out.
Very interesting.
Agreed, yeah.
Especially where the base runner was the leadoff guy, you would think that that's your speediest guy in your lineup who would you'd steal him.
I guess with the left-handed pitcher.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Noah does have an exceptional move and has a lot of pickoffs.
Yeah, I don't mind the not stealing because you have 2 and 3 in your order up who you should have confidence with. But I would like to give 2 guys a swing of the bat at that one.
Yeah. I hear you. All right, so 7, 8, and 9 coming up for the Panthers in the bottom of the 7th, which is essentially now an extra inning baseball game.
Yeah.
Tim Carter, who walked and hit into a 1-6-3 double play. Micah McManus with an RBI single and a strikeout, and Johnny Reyes with a strikeout and the fly to center field that we saw today.
I'm going to guess if Carter gets on base, we'll see a pinch runner. Probably either Graham Gavin or Matt Roy. We may see a pinch hitter coming up
Salerno, maybe?
Well, McManus is on deck.
Yeah, but I'm thinking maybe for Reyes. Maybe Sadowski or Salerno, possibly, yeah.
All right, Carter standing in. Looks at the first pitch strike. Something off speed.
I would doubt it would be Salerno. I don't think you'd want to put in a lefty-lefty matchup.
No, you wouldn't.
That is a good point. Although, like we've said, with the exception of that last at-bat.
Whoa!
It got him.
I did get him.
And the Panthers have the winning run on with a hit by pitch.
Now,
they're trying to argue, I think, that he didn't try and get out of the way.
That ball was way inside.
It wasn't a strike, so he doesn't have to get out of the way. He wasn't leaning into the strike zone.
Yeah.
You can stand right there, let the ball hit you if it's coming at you.
The pinch runner for Tim Carter.
He did a lean back.
Yeah, that's sour grapes. That's the coach just trying to get something.
Yeah.
And as we know, the chance of changing that decision is it's wasted.
Okay,
breath.
so now he's going to go have a talk,
and he's been confirmed by the base umpire. I mean, that's not.
Or
even
are they
close.
just talking? Okay, no.
Yeah.
The ball was up, hit him in the elbow, up out of the strike zone,
and it barely hit him.
I know.
Yeah.
He wasn't leaning into the strike zone. That's the only time you can argue that.
Well, even if it's not a strike, if you lean into it, you can still argue. But there's no rule against just sitting there and letting it hit you.
Right.
Andover has pulled in their outfield. I would be looking for a bunt here with Micah up.
Yeah. Got to be careful on the bases with the left-handed pitcher.
Charlie doesn't have much of a lead, so it looks like he is being careful. Third baseman's way up.
Setting up way
outside.
They're way up. Micah squaring the bunt and instead looking at a breaking ball that misses off the outer half. And as you mentioned, Charlie Salerno is the man out there at pinch running for Carter.
So Salerno won't be pinch hitting for anybody.
Nope.
That.
Panthers trying to push across that winning run here in the 7th.
It's a strike.
Micah looks at that one, and now it's 1-1.
Third baseman's practically on top of the batter.
Yeah, practically on top, and we don't want a bunt going to third baseman there because that could be trouble. So let's see what Micah can do. He needs to get it to the other side. Charlie's half-step lead. He gets easily back.
I would say Charlie is being very conservative with his lead.
Thrown over again.
Well, we have seen the Panthers utilize the pinch runner and have them get picked off on the first pitch as well this year.
Try to get a guy who's just coming into the game who's maybe sleeping or whatever.
Long holiday weekend.
Thrown over. Al, you're a base runner. What are you looking for with this pitcher?
Looking at his front foot. Once that front foot crosses the rubber, he has to go home. So you're just kind of keying on that and making sure if he's up and down that you have to be ready to go back if that step initiates towards you.
Oh.
Nope, he's going to let it go foul.
Go smart play.
Smart play by that third baseman. Now 2 strikes on Micah. By the way, mentioning the front foot and everything, remember, Chris has got to watch that front foot because he already got called for a balk earlier.
Good point.
By earlier, I mean last week. But
Earlier in this game.
All right, what do you do here, boys? 1 and 2. Are you going to try to still put the bunt down and potentially give up the strikeout, or are you going to have him hit away?
I'd give him a whack at it.
Yeah.
I think he's going to bunt.
We'll see.
I'll be contrarian.
That's fine.
That's
totally fine.
I'd rather
Third baseman is playing that way as well.
Yeah, I'd rather see him bunt the ball to the first base side.
For sure.
Especially with a left-handed pitcher. Breaking ball.
That ball broke so much.
Wow.
Chris thought he had it.
Yeah. So then just about everybody except one person.
I mean, actually, I kind of didn't think he had it. It was close, though.
Well, I think the thing that makes it even worse is Micah ducked under it and never saw it finish.
I know.
Yeah.
2-2.
Now you put the bunt down.
Back.
Good coaching.
Sorry,
Al.
I was back to my first
Good
base coaching days.
So Micah potentially given second life here.
Thrown over again.
On that nasty breaking ball that the ump said did not quite get all the way back.
Third baseman's drop back. Micah has quite a bit of room over on the left side if he can get a ground ball down.
He's going to throw that breaking ball again right here, though. Nope.
Oh.
Right off the fists.
Hey,
got the
swinging bunt.
same effect.
Yeah.
You just don't get the sacrifice.
No. right, so either way, the Panthers able to advance that man on the second.
So, okay. We're going to see probably a pinch hitter. Because I was just going to say, if he gets up, I wouldn't be surprised if they bunted with him. Because you got Logan coming up.
Looks like it's going to be Drew Sadowski coming in, the senior.
And then you can re-enter, so Race will go back if they need him for defense. Hopefully they won't need him, though.
Yeah.
Drew has been productive off the bench this season and is limited at bats for the Panthers with a couple of hits. Good fastball hitter. Has good power. Just going to take one swing to make everybody's day in orange and black. One away.
Even on a base hit, they may not be. You may not see a run score on this. There's only one out.
Yeah, the outfield isn't overly deep. They have to play it that way, knowing that if that run scores, this game's over. The left fielder's a little bit deeper than the center fielder, it looks to me, which I'm a little bit surprised.
You would think with a right-handed hitter, you want to protect that gap over there.
Yeah.
All right. So Sadowski, the pinch hitter here for Reyes. 2-2 the game here in the bottom of the seventh. Gillette winds and fires, and that one is in for a strike as he gets ahead of the Panther senior.
At the very least, you got to get Logan up.
Yes.
You'd like to see Drew get the job done right here, but
Drew waits on that breaking ball and tried to shoot it the other way.
A base hit could move the runner without scoring him. Then you get your top of the order up. So.
All right. Chris ahead of Drew 0-2, both off speed pitches.
If you're Salerno, you're looking for something in the dirt here.
Oh, he gets Drew to chase the high fastball, and Gillette makes quick work of the pinch hitter.
Good sequence by Gillette going upstairs like that. Threw it high enough that it was tantalizing and up over the hands. Well, consistently through the season, this has been the Panthers' best hitter. Logan not up to his usual standards for this game, but that could all change in this at-bat.
Well.
Oh, they're going to walk Logan.
Okay. So they will intentionally walk Logan, though, and it's going to be up to Koloski. Did Koloski already have a game-winning hit this year? Isn't he the one that...
He's had some, I think he's had a game-winning RBI,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Maybe not in the seventh inning, but...
Oh, I don't know. All right, so Petrosino was walked intentionally, and now it's Devin Koloski. The final chance, swing and a miss.
Koloski trying to get it done right there.
Shortstop John Bissett is keeping Charlie Salerno close, playing inside of him. Which is good defensive baseball by Andover.
Koloski's got a hole over there on the right side, though. And he does hit the ball that way fairly well.
I'll tell you, Gillette was having a hard time falling behind guys. Maybe not as confident with the location of his fastball. He has leaned heavily on his breaking ball here. Another breaking ball. Koloski, ground ball over to third. Has he tried to save the bat? He's safe. He's got to be safe.
Oh, they called him out.
Oh!
It looked like he was safe.
I think it was the right call.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was the right call. We can look at that on replay, but I believe that was the right call.
We got to make sure everybody's okay. That was bang, bang over there.
Great hustle by Charlie Salerno, that's for sure. He made that awful close.
Okay, so that's a 5 unassisted.
Fielder's choice, and 5 unassisted on the out. And the move by the Andover manager to intentionally walk Logan Petrosino, put the force on, has paid off. As we head to the 8th inning.
That pays off about as well as you ever could make a call as a coach.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I don't think he gets up and throws that thing across the diamond to get Devin out.
No.
Oh, no question. Devin, his speed is
Yeah.
That's not probably even going to. He's not probably not even going to try
and throw it. Yeah.
Especially with the runner on, right?
Yeah. So with that, the Andover coach's move works out perfectly, and they're able to maintain this tie game. And now we're on the extra innings, top of the 8th, 2-2 the score. Noah Guanci back out for his 3rd inning of work. He'll be facing 4, 5, and 6, Grunberg and the Gillette brothers, Ryan and Chris. Grunberg, I believe, has singled twice today. And he's going to hit one over to short. Logan has it. Up. Throws. Bit of a high throw, but a nice job over there by Carter to keep his foot on that bag and go up and get it.
That's why they call him Big Tim. He has that length.
A lot of just... Noah's doing a great job at keeping the ball on the ground.
Mm-hmm. So this will be the 10th batter that Noah's faced, because Ryan Gillette is back up again, who hit that first pitch right up the middle by Noah's right ear.
Yeah, Ryan ambushed Noah last time with the very first pitch so far, the outing so far from Noah. Ryan sent right back at him.
Yeah, Noah not giving him a good pitch that first one.
No. Another breaking ball. That one in for a strike.
A lot of room out there in left center. Going to be pitching him outside probably. Okay, that
strike 2. 3 straight breaking balls from Noah. What do you guys think here? Stay with the breaking ball or high fastball?
Oh, guess breaking ball.
Yeah, 4 straight.
Way outside. Noah will be plying his trade for the Endicott College Gulls, who punched their ticket to the D3 World Series over the weekend.
Nice. Strike 3 right on the out.
Oh, no.
No.
What?
Oh, I thought for sure.
Yeah, looked good. Based on previous calls, that should have been a strike, but.
Breaking ball, hard ground ball. Carter dives and has it.
Hey.
Carter going to take it to the bag himself, and 2 gone here in the 8th.
Nice diving stop. Real tough play off the right-handed bat, too. Not usually expecting that, but Tim got down to his left and made a nice play on there to keep the go-ahead run off the base paths.
Yeah.
Carter fielding position like his number sake over there, number 23, Don Mattingly.
Strike.
Mattingly is a Gold Glover many times over.
Donnie baseball.
Strike 2. Noah working in reverse here to the lefty, getting ahead of him with the off speed.
There is action in the Andover pen right now.
Is that Grunberg again?
I believe so.
Yep.
Based on the flow.
Yep. Right.
That one misses.
Chris Gillette has struck out, walked, and put down a sacrifice bunt.
Oh,
Fouls off.
fouls off the breaking ball there.
So watching Grunberg over there, he throws side on.
Yes, he does. He gets pretty low, too.
So I don't know how the Panthers will handle that. But they might be glad to not have to face Gillette again. So.
Another breaking ball. Fouled off once again.
So we do
And
have
Chris
the
Gillette
quad.
giving up quite the battle here.
Gillette with the quad.
Yeah, definitely with the quad. He's going to see his 8th pitch of the at-bat.
That one missing.
Full count.
Works it full.
Excellent job by Chris Gillette here.
See a breaking ball here?
The payoff pitch.
Heck of an at-bat by Gillette.
I know. I think he thought he had a good pitch to hit right there, judging by his reaction when he fouled it off, though.
He's seen as many pitches as Noah threw in his first inning of work.
Swung on, hit slowly over to second. Reyes has it, throws, got him. It's been all ground balls, man. Noah just getting these guys to beat the ball into the ground.
Yeah, kind of hoping the Panthers can get it done right here because we're running out of innings in the scorebook.
Yeah, right?
Bad
Rich,
purchase on my part. I bought a 9-inning scorebook. So
I have 10, so I got you covered.
Yeah.
Well, maybe we'll end it right here.
Hopefully.
We have the 3, 4, and 5 batters up for the Panthers. Ian Visnick will lead off, followed by the man who tied it up back in the 6th with a solo shot over the left field wall, and then Noah Staffier. And Gillette looks like he's back out on the mound, though.
Okay.
It looks like no pitching change yet.
All right. Al made the mistake of not getting the Spike City Sports scorebook. That's
the personal design of Mr. Bruce Armbruster.
Bruce Armbruster didn't like the scorebooks that you had to purchase at the stores, so he designed his own.
Bruce is a particular man about his book. He can only use a certain type of lead, if I remember right, as well. Is that right?
Probably, so number 2 pencil? Or
no, I was a mechanical pencil, actually. Yeah.
So he doesn't belong to the cult of Ticonderoga.
No, he does not.
I've noticed a lot of people only use Ticonderoga pencils. I personally don't like using pencils. I just don't like the way it feels.
Okay.
So I don't really care what pencil it is. I mean, they're all kind of the same.
Because when you keep a book, you don't make a mistake. So.
Generally, yes. No, that's not true. I make plenty of mistakes.
Just cross them out.
Yeah. That's all.
All right, so Gillette is out for what is technically speaking, his 8th inning of work in this game.
I know. You don't see many pitchers throw 8 innings in a game.
Yeah, no, doesn't happen much.
Unless it's split over several days.
As you mentioned, 3, 4, and 5, though, will greet Gillette here.
I got it.
High pop up towards us.
I got it.
It's going to fall just short.
Man.
I wanted that to take a better bounce. I wanted to make a play, but...
Guys, I like your lack of panic on that. You sat there very calmly, just waiting.
I was ready. I wanted to make a play.
I thought Ian was going to give me my first foul ball. Very nice of him. But you could see that Bill Loud wanted to protect us in the book. He
Bill
hopped out of that chair and made a diving attempt at the ball on the hill.
Swung on, fouled it off. So Ian will stay alive here.
So Gillette throwing his 114th pitch of this game.
Breaking ball leans out, gets it. That's a slow roller. Second baseman, he's going to have to hurry. He didn't get him. Didn't get him. There's a leadoff knock for the Panthers.
Nice hustle down the line.
You know, we talk about all the time when you get fooled, being able to keep your hands back and at least put it in play and force the defense. And despite Ian's size, he runs above average for a big guy.
Yeah.
And that brings up...
Yep, the man of the hour so far. Casey McGrath, the man who tied this game on one swing of the bat.
Now, normally you bunt a guy over, but this is your cleanup guy. You hit a home run. Ian's got good wheels, good base stealer, but he get a left-handed pitcher. Oh, we got a time out there.
I was going to say that was a block, but I didn't see the time.
Yeah, he called time.
I was keying on.
You were keying on the pitcher.
Well, I'm trying to coach first base while I'm broadcasting, so I'm trying to help my runner there, who doubles as my son, so I'm vested here.
Just use telepathy. That father-son telepathy. You know he's throwing it over, right? Nope.
Nope. Casey swung on and lashed foul. How aggressive do you think Cahill's going to be right here?
Ian's already been thrown out stealing once today, so I don't think he is going to, but we'll see.
This catcher does have a cannon.
You got a left-handed pitcher who's got a decent move and a catcher with a really good arm.
He's thrown over.
Yep.
Although I will say that all of the moves that we've seen haven't been overly tricky.
No.
He's not a hard read. Noah Gwansi's a hard read. He moves the first better.
Noah is a very hard read.
Back.
Oh, no.
So that we're seeing it up here is he should be able to catch it down.
Yeah.
Got some ooze.
He's got a better
got some ooze from people who thought that might not have been completely legal.
Yeah. Coming over.
First baseman was tricked on that. And first baseman was leaving his post.
Yeah.
Would love to see one of those get behind him and scoot up the right field line.
And he has been called for balk earlier in the game.
Yep.
Way outside. Yeah, the pitch that Ian got thrown out in the other day was almost like a pitch out. It was a fastball that was off the plate and really easily handled by the catcher.
Notice the left fielder playing very deep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, very deep.
Oh, got away. Nope. Hold on.
Not far enough.
So that was the step-off move, as we talked about looking at that front foot, but he pulled his back foot off like a righty and tried to get him with a different look.
I thought they might have been throwing the Tommy Donovan Texas play over there where you fake that the ball gets away.
High.
2-1.
Casey thought about trying to chase up after it and then thought better of it.
Good job pulling that back.
All right, the
Left
Andover
field,
coach is
third
moving the
baseman's playing
second
back.
baseman into the middle of the diamond.
Yep. Third baseman's playing pretty far back.
Yeah, he is.
Now he's coming forward.
Okay.
Now he's coming up. Coming over. No.
Oh, that one was a strike, though.
Yeah, looked a little low.
2 strikes now on Casey.
You got to love the game within the game if you're a baseball fan here.
Yeah.
The cat and mouse, the situation. This is what it's all about for you baseball diehards out there.
See if he goes with the 2-2 count.
Little slide step.
Yep.
Is Casey trying to say the catcher interfered?
Oh, maybe. I don't know.
I think he is.
Yeah. Not getting any help from anybody.
No.
Well, if the home plate umpire doesn't call that from the get-go, that's not getting called.
Yeah.
So.
No.
Good job by Casey there.
Yep. Chris has gotten very deliberate.
The pace has slowed dramatically here. From the speed demon Noah Gwansi to Gillette with a man on in the bottom of the 8th.
Slide steps again.
And
Ian is off.
And he
Ball
got
is
it.
low, and he's in there safely with a stolen base.
Nice job by Ian on that. Caught the ball in the dirt. Worked out very well for him.
Ian, great with that secondary lead. Saw that ball in the dirt and did not hesitate once he saw that. Ryan, we know has a good arm, but just could not recover in time to get enough on that throw. So now the winning run is out there at second. McGrath on the inner half has to bend to get out of the way, and that's ball 4. So the first 2 have reached here in the 8th for the Panthers.
So I have to ask you guys, you're going to... Oh, it's Noah Staffia up. Do you put down a bunt here?
I do.
But Staff has been one of the more consistent hitters in the game. But I think in a 2-2 game, I'm going bunting with you.
Yeah.
Because you also want to take away the double play.
Yes.
Third baseman's probably going, so you're going to get the guy over to third.
You do have to think about the fact, though, after this, it's going to be left on left for back-to-back matchups.
Yeah, that's true.
Actually, 3 technically. Not that it would matter, actually. But
Swinging away.
nope, swinging away, and Noah fouls it off back towards the house.
Now that'll move the third baseman back a couple steps.
Through those trees.
Though not expecting it here, the other thing you have to watch out for if Andover has the book on the Panthers is the amount of times they've stolen third base.
Right. Yep.
It's going to be predicated on how well the pitcher looks back to second. And he looks once, and then the book is there.
There you go. Now, if you're third baseman, if you square and your third baseman charges, you could probably steal third baseman.
Yeah.
Ball
That one low on the dirt, getting by. Visnick is off. The catcher can't find it. Cannot find it.
Read on the bases.
Good dirt ball read by both boys there, and I don't know if it's razor or blade. Couldn't come up with the baseball there.
That was Blade. That was Blade.
That one hit off him, hit off the ump, and then kind of stuck there.
Okay, so the infield is in now.
And Ryan could not find it.
I think
And the Panthers in business trying to win this one against potentially a top 10 team, as we've mentioned, in the Golden Warriors.
I think I would go to the intentional walk here and load him up and go lefty-lefty.
Yeah,
That's what I would go with.
He already intentionally walked Petrosino back in the 7th to try and get that force at any base situation, and it worked out beautifully.
Doesn't look like it.
But he's not going to do that here.
Field's in.
Ball in the dirt.
That one missing low as well.
Is that only 2-1? I thought that wild pitch was the ball.
I think you're right.
I think it's 3-1.
It is 3-1.
I don't think the scoreboard's right, is it?
Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure it's 3-1.
The dugout might have been excited with the ball in the dirt, you know? You never know.
They haven't corrected that yet.
Hey, Blue, give us a count.
Could you see it, Dom? I couldn't see it.
I thought he said 3-1.
Okay.
We'll see in a second.
It's a great
They
hitter's
might
count
be
if it
pitching
is.
around and trying to get him to chase it, too.
No, driving the left field. Can't get it, and that's going to do it.
Wow.
The Beverly Panthers walk it off.
Big win for the Panthers.
They make it worth everybody's time to come here on Memorial Day. As they come back down 2-1, Casey McGrath a home run to tie it, and Noah Stappier here on what we think was a 3-1. Very interesting that they elected not to load the bases and just walk Stappier. Potentially also because you would have had left on left with Guanci and the guy after him.
Yeah.
You thought that they would have.
With no outs, you put the double play in effect.
Right.
And then when you fall behind him and you give him that good hitters count, then you really think they're going to work around him. But instead, he gives Noah Stappier the fastball he was clearly looking for, and Noah did not miss it.
Props to the Beverly senior captains who figured prominently in that last inning.
Yep.
Noah Guanci, of course, one of the captains. Incredible performance, which I believe he just picked up his 8th win of the season, 8-0. And if that guy's not the NEC Player of the Year, then I'm going to eat my BevCam crew cap. I'll tell you that right now. The kid's been unbelievable all year. Ian Visnick able to battle, gets an infield hit, steals second. Noah Stappier coming up with the big hit. And let's not forget earlier in the game, the sophomore Micah McManus with a big RBI base hit. And, of course, the biggest shot for the Panthers to extend it today, Casey McGrath going yard for the first time here this season. Nearly went yard over in Peabody, and he bounced one off the fence there. But this time he goes over, and the orange and black sends the faithful home happy on Memorial Day.
Indeed, indeed. And I know you already talked about it, Noah picking up his 8th win, talked about how great he's been. But let's talk about even this specific game, right? 3 shutout innings against what we know is a very dangerous Andover team. And he was pretty much lights out, other than when he got ambushed on his very perch pitch, settled right down, induced soft contact all over the place.
And you know, Dom, let's go back the day before. Anthony Mastriani only gave up 2 runs. Fran Martin held the fort with his relief appearance. So, you know, again, a strength of this team has been the depth of pitching. We got a lot of good arms. If this elevates the Panthers into the round of 32 without having to play a preliminary game, I kind of like Noah Guanci having the ball to get us to the round of 16. Otherwise, I think you probably have to pitch him in a preliminary game when it's win or go home.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how things pan out once all the numbers get fed into the computer and the pairings come out and John Cahill decides how it's going to go. But, you know, speaking of Coach Cahill, hats off to him and his staff this year. So that makes the Panthers, I believe, 15-5 on the season.
Yeah.
Not really sure that a lot of people thought that Beverly was going to win the NEC and would have a record like that. But from what I saw, you know, they play an exciting brand of baseball. They're a little aggressive, maybe a little aggressive, too aggressive for some on the base pass. But they're a fun group to watch. You can tell that this group is together and just delighted for all of them. And if this is, in fact, the seniors' last game at Brother Roberts Field here, then that's a great way to go home.
Sure thing. Sure is. And I'll tell you, this team doesn't hit a lot of home runs. They have to manufacture their home runs. Casey McGrath hits the home run, and then they manufactured that last run. Infield hit, walk, pass ball, everything that you got to do to, with the exception of getting a bunt down, everything you got to do to manufacture a run. Then the big hit by one of the captains, like you said, Noah Staff here.
All right. So with that, guys, if this is the final game, it has been a pleasure once again doing the work with you as always. And, selfishly, I kind of wish there was another one, but I know it's better for everybody if there's not another one here. So anyway.
And can we give a shout-out to BevCam before we wrap up, Dom? Because it was great that they decided to come out today. We didn't go live stream, but that this is recorded and it's going to be out there for everybody to watch. It's fantastic.
Yeah, and anyone who's a Panther fan is going to want to watch this one.
Thanks to Mark Lehman
for coming out today on Memorial Day. Appreciate you, Mark. Been great all year.
Yep. Thank you, Mark. And with that, the day belongs to the Panthers as they take this 3-2. Great job by Guanci. 3 shutout innings in relief. And Noah Staffier with the big walk-off single with Casey McGrath homered to tie it. And for Dominic Lorenzano, Rich Francis, and Al Visnick signing off, have a great rest of your Memorial Day, ladies and gentlemen.